Um, I don't know how much you're following what we're trying to do here, but one of the things you noticed last year, we got these chairs, and particularly the orange chairs that went outside. And I'm not too sure how the coffee shop's set up now, but we're tending to set the coffee shop up now more like a coffee shop than as a place just where we can get together after church. And it's part of an ongoing long-term program to how can we continue to connect with the community and complete Christ's body by adding more people. And so the coffee shop and that setup out there is one of the ways that we want to do it, and we've been doing it in sort of various stages. And we have a number of people, as you know, who help us, including a couple from just down the road here who have a cafe in Sydney, and they've helped us with the coffee. They used to give us the coffee. I said, you've got to stop giving us the coffee, we'll buy it. But we get it at half the price that we were paying for before. So instead of paying $48 for a kilo of coffee, we get it for 27. They gave us they reconditioned a grinder. Said, here, you can have that. They've been very, very helpful, wonderful people. Most of you know these people. Ladies here on Sunday, from Tuesday will know Tracy. She comes, she makes their sandwiches. She does all sorts of other work, just comes and works in the kitchen. So anyway, in the process of talking about how we could connect more with people and try and raise a bit more money, because like that other church that said, you're not paying enough. I'm not saying to you guys, you're not paying enough, but churches need money. All this stuff costs money. David suggested that we ought to, he said, you make good coffee here, and it's a great place. His wife said, there's nowhere in this area where you can get coffee with a sense of well-being. And he said, but your problem is your machine's not going to keep it up. And you really need to get another machine. I said, well, we can't afford it. Then he came back and he said, well, you could rent a machine. Yeah, well, I still can't really afford it. And then we talked about it more. I thought, I think there's a possible way we could do it, because he's saying you could rent a machine for $8, $10 a day. And you can actually rent the machines, and after 12 months, if you want to buy the machine, 75% of what you've paid in rent will go towards purchasing the machine. And he said it's called a try, buy, rent, try, buy. So if after 12 months it hasn't worked out for you, just walk away from it. Now, well, hang on a moment, if we started to get a few people who could contribute towards this, I thought, I was thinking of the guys first of all, I only need 7 guys to be willing to undertake to pay $8 a day, $8 a week for 52 weeks. And we could have a machine. They're not brand new machines, they're refurbished machines, but they would make it possible, if we get one of these machines, if we do go this way, that where Mark has to step in and do the coffee for Vicar, he will actually be able to make it and sit down and drink coffee with you, rather than having to make all the coffee and then say, where's everyone gone? I've got my coffee and everyone's gone. So there's lots of good reasons, but and we can do things like, because I always love, look, what's the potential? If we get a commercial coffee machine, because that's what we'll be talking about, we could actually offer to train people, baristas. Again, it's another point of connecting with people. That's the goal, always connect with people. And in the process, we do it systematically, so, because this is what they also said, well, it's no good just doing that. You've got to say when you're available. So we'll have certain hours, maybe 3 times a week. We're here, we can sell coffee during this time. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm not really talking about a coffee machine, I'm talking about a means to achieve something. So I thought about, okay, 7 guys, $8 each. Then I thought, hang on a moment, we're talking about outreach. And not everybody can be here, and not everybody can actually be very active depending on where you are in life and all those sorts of things. So I thought, why limit it just to 7? Why not give everybody an opportunity to make a contribution? So this is something we're considering at the moment. So what I'm proposing is this. I'm looking for basically 3 lots of people. People who could commit to paying $8 a week for 12 months. People who could commit to paying $4 a week for 12 months. People who could commit to paying $2 a week for 12 months. Now, what I'm offering therefore is a chance for everybody, because I figure most of us can do the $2 bit, who actually contribute. Say, hey, I'm actually involved in this. I'm involved in this outreach. I'm making a contribution. Okay, even $2 a week. It would require you to be committed to say, okay, I will do this, and then you would have to have some system where you can consistently do it. The best way would be a direct debit. But then, so what I'm saying, okay, I'm going to invite everybody to be part of this, to see if we can do it. Can't do it, we can't do it. And if you can't do anything, that's fine. Nothing changes. Okay, nothing changes. And at the end of the time, so let's suppose we weren't getting $56 a week, but we're getting $100 a week because everyone was contributing. The extra money we would use to buy the machine at the end of the year. Now already, I've been able to raise $800 towards purchasing the machine. And all we need at the end of the year will be about $2,500, and we can buy the machine outright. Okay, I'm just giving you a few little figures, but the real thrust of it is, and what I'm saying is, an opportunity for outreach, no guarantees. We're just outreaching. We want to try and connect with people, and we want to introduce them to Jesus, and we'd like them to come and be part of this church, because you probably notice we need some more hands. Okay, and for those who come early, you have no idea the absolute joy when we see people walk in. You know, we do need more people. And it's part of what we're called to do. So it's not like we're doing something strange. This is just a particular way that we can get out in the marketplace and connect with people. Because I know we do it well. I know people enjoy coming here and we get good feedback. But we've got to sort of try and push it a bit more. So I've got all that information there. I would like an indication today as to where you can be. So I'm going to probably hand these out. You can leave them on the thing if you like, but if you're able to say, yep, I reckon I could do this or that, just to give us an indication so we know whether we can go forward with this idea or not. Is that okay? Any questions? Okay. All right. Well, that being the case, we actually should have sent Mark out there to make the coffees while we were waiting, shouldn't we? Oh dear, oh dear. Mark, halfway through, I'll take over. We'll exchange. No, I know you don't mind doing it, but that's fine. All right, let's go.